Now in this video we're going to set up a transit. We're going to have a little help from my dad, who used to use a water level in the 50s, and a little help from my brother, who uses a laser level. But first, this is the kind of transit I usually use for myself. Make sure this is down good and solid, and then we line it up right here on the bottom until we get that bubble level. You see that bubble? Then we go even with these two, like this. And we level up this way. We don't over tighten it, we just snug them. And then we go back again. See, that's off a little bit. And then back again until you get it pretty good. Then you go right around with it, just like that. Make sure that bubble don't move. Now your transit's set. Okay, this is my dad. He's 85 years old, and he's going to put a nail right there on that side of the building. Go ahead, Pa.
You always have to have the one face in the transit on the bottom.
Yep, straighten your rule out this way a little bit. Okay, you're reading 2 and 5/16. So now we're going to go down over here. And we're going to put one over here. You're going to, yeah, right about there.
Where do you want her, over here?
Yeah, that's good. And then I'm going to look over there, and I'm going to look right into that transit. And I'm going to adjust it until, just like a binoculars. Okay, you got to come up. Come up a 1/4 inch. Come up a little bit. Up, down, down. Okay, a little bit. Down, right there. Okay, put the nail. Okay.
Check it.
Okay, 2 and 5/16. Good. So when I'm looking in a transit, that's what I'm seeing. And if it's high, it's going that way. And if it's low, it's going this way. So I'm trying to get 2 and 5/16. I can't see good, but that's what you're looking at when you're looking in a transit. Okay, this is my dad, and he is going to explain to you about a water level, because back in the 50s when he started, tell him, Pa,
Yeah.
there was no transits, right? Tell him.
In the 50s, I never heard of a transit. We used to use a water level all the time. Water lay at a perfect level, even as it's in a hose. It could be down in a trench and over rocks and stumps and everything, as long as you have it above.
So we're going to look at right here. And right there you see...
It's the most accurate thing in
the world, right. Okay, he's going to hold his end of the water level on that nail. And I'm going to come all the way down here. So I come down here, and I put this water level against this nail. See it? And where that water line is? How's that? Good?
Yep.
There it is. That nail's level. You could even check your transit with that.
I had a rack in a truck where I wrapped the hose all around the rack and kept them tied together so you could travel. And we'd have a 5-gallon pail of water and a funnel, and we'd run that 5-gallon of water through the hose to make sure it gets all the air out. If you have an air bubble in the middle, it's useless. You won't get a true level. So we made darn sure that the air comes out of that hose. I did a basement out of cinder block, and when I got the basement complete, I gave him a bill, and he said, "Oh, I can't pay you until I check your work out." So he come over with a clear plastic hose. I guess it's store-bought level that they were starting to sell them at that time. And he went around the 4 corners and checked that building, the basement, and he come over and says, "You did a fine job." So they gave me the check to complete the job.
There he is looking through the transit. There's the guy holding the number stick. You see it down there? Here he is on the transit, and he's going to shoot the numbers. This guy right over here holding the number stick. You see it? What he wants to do is find out that elevation and go over to these guys and give them that same elevation so it all matches up. What I did was I took a nail and I nailed it in exactly 4 inches down from the block. Okay, now I'm going to put my ruler on the nail and he's going to read it with the transit.
We got 32 and 5/8 inches.
So he's reading 32 and 5/8 inches. So now we're going to come over here. I'm going to hold the nail with one hand. I'm going to read it again.
You're gonna drop that tape down, 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 up a little. Right there, 32 and 5/8 inches.
32, okay. Put this in here. Okay, now we check it.
Okay, that's 32 and 5/8 inches.
32 and 5/8. Now we used the transit. I went around and I put my nails on. Now the first one is exactly at 4 inches. Then we come over here, where we put our next one, and where did it go? There it is. That's at 4 inches. We come over here, that's at 4 inches. Then we come over to the next one, right there, and that's at 4 1/4. So that means that block is 1/4 inch high. And that's what we're going to do when we start doing our block work, is measure up on each block, and that'll be our level. Okay, a little bit more about the transit. Here's my nail that I put in later. I'm hitting 52. You see, I ran it at 4, 12, 20, 28, 36, 44. And that's what I'm doing, is running my block on 8s. Now, if this said 53, I'd be way high. I'd have to keep squishing them down. That's the way you use the transit. Okay, this is my brother, and he's putting up one of these highfalutin lasers. Now he's hooking it up.
Say, put it up this here.
And he's going to
Orders here and then
the plate there, right? Yeah, he's going to the plate. Until it starts beeping. You hear it beeping? You actually see that line going. And then he tightens it up. Okay. Okay. I hear you. Okay. Okay, that's it. It's hitting right on. Okay. Now we're catching it on. There it is. In the way of laser. In the way of laser. Perfect.
That's it right there. We're good now.
There's the guy marking with the transit stick. You can hear it beeping. He's making sure the heights are right. And then he marks it. That's where his height is.